Hello there. Thanks for joining me today. My name is Stephanie and I will be your yoga teacher for today. Today is day number 15. Way to go. We're going to get our twist on. So go ahead and meet me in your most beautiful seated position. This could be kneeling like this, palms up or down, or you could choose to do the easy seat. A lot of people know it as Indian style. I don't like to actually cross over. I just like to lay them on the ground. So go ahead and meet me on your mat in your most beautiful, comfortable, seated position. Once you get there, begin to drop in. Go ahead and close the eyes. Feeling the sits bones firmly connected to the mat. Lifting up through the spine. Crown of the head is actively reaching towards the ceiling. Shoulder blades are rolled back. Chest is a little bit lifted. And we have a grin on our face. Dropping in to the present moment. How do you feel today? What does your body feel like? How are your thoughts? Are they steady and calm? Or are they racy and all over the place? Noticing where you are right now. Taking the time for you. Finding the calm, the peace, and the quiet inside of you. Begin to focus on your breathing, taking deep inhales through the nose, filling up the chest and the abdomen, and exhaling it back out of the nose. Slowly begin to butterfly your eyes open. We're going to take our right foot over beside the left thigh. So it'll look like this. All right, and we're going to twist to the right. So this is going to give us a little different sensation than we normally have. Okay, go ahead and inhale the arms up and exhale, twist to the right. You can use your left elbow on that right knee to deepen you into this twist, allowing the inhales to lengthen and expand, and then the exhales to allow you to twist deeper. So we're constantly breathing here. We're not holding or clenching at all. And inhale back to center, arms up. Beautiful. Go ahead and release the arms. And let's put our right leg back. I'm going to tuck it in now, and we're going to bring the left foot over beside of the right thigh. This is going to be a little different. Like we always talk about, every side's different except that. Inhale, arms up and twist to the left, using that right elbow on that left knee to deepen you. And of course, with every single twist, our inhales lengthen our spine, making us long, and our exhales allow us to go deeper into the twist. So when we're in a twist, we're kind of moving constantly, matching up our breath to the pose. It's what we do a lot in yoga, is attempting to match breath to movement. There's a reason for it. Our lungs expand. So whenever we're exhaling, there's not as much room in there. We're able to twist deeper. And inhale, back to center. Beautiful. Let's come over onto all fours. You can take your time getting there. It's no power yoga today. Just normal twisty yoga. So let's make sure our hips are over our knees, and our knees are about hip width apart. Your feet can be tucked or untucked, whichever feels better for you here. Your hands are about shoulder width apart, and they should be directly under your shoulders. Let's just go ahead and take some cat-cows here. If you want to do barrel rolls, you could do that as well. I'm just going to do traditional cat-cow. So drop that belly, lift that chest on your inhale. And our exhale, we round through the spine for cat. Inhale, lift that chest. And exhale, around through that spine. Let's do it one more time. Inhale, lift that chest. And exhale, around. Beautiful. Come back to neutral. We're going to do our thread the needle. So let's go ahead and sweep our right hand up in the sky. Gaze follows. And then we're going to thread it through this little left area and come on down onto our right shoulder. Our left hand can be on the ground for stability if this feels good to you. You could take it out in front of you or above you. I guess that's not really in front, but it's above your head. Or you could also get into a bind here, and you could try to take your left hand around your right thigh. If you take the bind, make sure your gaze is up towards that ceiling. We want square hips here. If you have any tight spaces, whenever you inhale, you visualize breathing in this loving, caring light. And when you exhale, you send that loving, caring light to the spaces that may feel tight. Directing that energy. If you're in the bind, go ahead and unbind and plant that hand. And go ahead and sweep that right hand back up towards the sky. Your gaze follows. Beautiful. Go ahead and release. On to the other side. So sweep that left hand up towards the sky. Gaze follows. And let's thread that needle through that left side. Coming down onto the left shoulder. And then once again, our right hand, we can do a couple things with it. So it can be on the ground just for the support, or we can take it out in front of us. And of course, if you have binding in your practice, you can take that right hand on that left thigh, making sure our hips are square. Breathing. Conscious inhales and steady exhales. Wonderful. If you're in the bind, go ahead and release that hand and plant it back on the ground. And our left hand sweeps up towards the sky. Yeah, our gaze follows it. Beautiful. Go ahead and release. We're going to tuck our toes. Slowly send our booties up towards the sky. First down dog here. Heavy bend in the knees. And when you get here, go ahead and give your dog a nice gentle walk. Stretching out through those hamstrings, equally pushing through both of our shoulders here. Warming up the body. We're going to take both of our heels over to the left. This is going to stretch all down that right side body. You can have a bend in both of your knees if you feel like it's more accessible to feel that side body stretch this way. Inhale, back to center, and put both those heels over towards the right. So now we're getting the left all down the stretch all down the left side body. And roll forward, back to center. Go ahead and walk those feet out to the outside edges of the mat. We're going to take our right hand off and try to come over to our left ankle for a little twist here. Breathe. And back to center. Let's try to take our left hand off and bring it to our right ankle. And pull to twist. Go ahead and release. We're going to walk our hands back to our feet. You can bring the feet back to about shoulder width or hip width apart. And we're going to be hanging here in our rag doll. Generous bend in those knees is welcomed here too. Trying to let our spine hang heavy. Weight should be in the toes, not the heels. A good way to check it is to come onto your tippy toes, making sure that the weight is not in the heels. Let's go ahead and plant that left hand down and sweep our right hand up and give a bend in that left knee. You can try to keep your right straight, a light bend in the right knee. We don't ever want to totally lock them in. Breathe. Beautiful. And release that hand down and replace it. Now sweep the left hand up. Bend in the right knee. Slight little bend in the left. Gaze is towards that left hand. Nice. And release. Slowly begin to roll up vertebrae by vertebrae as slow as you can up into our most beautiful mountain position. When you get there, roll them shoulder blades back, chest lifts, smile is on the face. We're going to inhale those arms up, and we're going to lean over to the right, making sure that your left foot is firmly planted, not letting it come up at all. And inhale back to center. And exhale over towards the left. Weight is all in that right foot. Glutes are engaged. Core is engaged. And inhale back to center. Beautiful. We're going to twist here. Okay, if you are an advanced or intermediate yogi and want to pick your foot up and twist, be my guest. Otherwise, we're just going to twist. So inhale those arms up, and we're going to twist open towards the right. Trying to keep our hips square, so I'm not trying to turn all the way. I'm trying to turn my upper body. Trying to keep my lower body in line. Breathing, as always. Inhale back to center and open up towards the left. And if you're not an advanced yogi and you're wondering what I'm talking about, we can peel our knees up. This helps kind of keep ourselves square. We also like to do a little bit of a pistol, kind of a revolved pistol here. And this is what it would look like. However, this is the same benefit, okay? A twist is a twist. Period. Inhale, back to center. Beautiful. You can bring your hands to heart center here. We're going to come into chair. So you can zip those feet together. Take your zipper and zip yourself all the way up here. And go ahead and sit back. Hands can be at heart center or they can be up overhead, whichever feels better for you. I am going to ask you to bring them down to heart center. And we're going to revolve over towards the right. So make sure your knees are in line with each other. We are pressing on that left elbow to bring our hands to our heart center. And of course, you got it. We're breathing and we are smiling, happy yogis. Let's try to shift that weight to our right foot. Lift our left off and step back. Revolved, lunge, breathe. Allow your next inhale to bring you up into a revolved high lunge here. Breathing still. And dropping that right hand down to the left, sweeping that left hand up for our revolved, exalted warrior. Breathing. We're not holding or clenching anything here. And we're going to bring that left hand down beside that right foot. Right hand sweeps up towards the sky. Revolved side angle. Breathing. Nice. Go ahead and plant that hand beside that foot and let's step back into our downward facing dog. Very nice. If you want, you could take child's pose here, whichever you prefer. Now we're going to walk, step, or hop to the top of the mat. We are in our rag doll here. Just hang and sway left to right. Inhale, halfway lift. Make sure all that weight's in those toes. Come up to the fingertips, or you can have your hands at your calves or your thighs. Just make sure your spine is nice and long. Neck is included. Exhale, fold. Inhale, we're going to slowly peel up. Maybe taking these fingers along the front of the body and slowly peeling all the way back up to our most beautiful standing mountain pose. Beautiful. Go ahead and bring those feet together. And let's come into our chair pose here. Breathe. And bring those hands down to heart center. And we're going to twist over towards the left now. So our right elbow is on our left knee, pushing to revolve our hands up to our heart center. Our knees are together, our feet are together. And let's see if we can shift that weight over to the left. And then step back into our revolved lunge. Just breathing. And now your next inhale to bring you up into our revolved high lunge here. Twisty flows are seriously great for your digestive system. I know a lot of us get kind of irritated with them, but go ahead and drop that left hand down on that right leg. Right hand sweeps up and over. Gaze can follow. And bring that right hand down beside that left foot. Left arm up towards the sky, revolved side angle here. Breathing. We're not holding. We're not clenching at all. Beautiful. Plant that hand and take it back. Downward facing dog. Go ahead and roll forward and come onto them knees. Mermaid those legs around. And send them out long in front. Very nice. Go ahead and hug in that right knee. Let's go ahead and inhale. The arms up. And we're going to twist over towards the right. You can hug that right knee with that left arm. Right hand can go behind you. And breathe. I don't know what day of the week this falls on for you, but I love to do a twisty flow after I've had a big meal or when my belly's upset. And another time I like to do twisty flows is when my self-worth is drained. Something about them make me feel a little more empowered. And go ahead and come back to center. Take the right foot out long and bring that left foot up. Hug that left knee. And let's go ahead and inhale that left hand up and over. Using our right hand to hug that left knee. Left hand is behind us, twisting us deeper. Finding that peace in the stillness. Slowing down your mind in the calm. And we're coming back to center. Beautiful. Good. Send that leg out long. We're going to slowly come down to our backs. Supine twist action. So you can hug that right knee in. You can send that left leg out long. Maybe take the ankle and a little bit of a roll here. And then roll it the other way. And then bring it across the left body. And your right arm goes over towards the right side and your gaze follows it. You can go ahead and shut the eyes down here. Allow yourself to come back to your natural rhythm. And on your next inhale, go ahead and come back to center. You can hug both those knees in if that feels good. Otherwise, we're going to the other side. So right leg drops down long, hugging in that left knee and that ankle a nice roll one way. And then reversing that circle to go the other way. Very nice. And take it across the right side body. Left arm goes out towards the left, gaze follows. And we breathe. We send that loving light of awareness and love right to those tight, uncomfortable spots. Next inhale, go ahead and come back to center. Hug both knees in before sending them out long into our Shavasana. Tucking those shoulder blades, palms facing up, settling in here. You've worked up lots of energy inside of your body. And this is where we allow it to all absorb into our cells and our muscles. Again, by wiggling your fingers and your toes. Maybe taking your arms overhead and getting yourself a full body stretch here. And then rolling over onto one side. Pausing before we push ourselves back up into our easy seat. Go ahead and bring your hands at heart center. The light inside of me honors and acknowledges the light that is inside of you. Namaste.